Hi guys, Jo Harrison here, and I'm here with my husband
Hello.
Rick Harrison. We're from Soulmate Success, and today's video is all about soulmate strategy number 2, which is attracting your soulmate, and this is for people who scored a green light. Now, you may remember that on our last Eclasse we talked about soulmate strategy number 1, which is recreational dating, and that's for people who got a red light or a yellow light.
That's right.
Now, if you did get a red light or a yellow light, you should still watch, because this is what you've got to look forward to.
That's right. Exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So you will have remembered too that last time when we talked about recreational dating, we likened it to being a temp. So trying different things out, seeing if jobs and things were the ones that you liked. And you weren't looking for your perfect job, you were just having some fun while you're out there meeting different people. Now with soulmate strategy number 2, attracting your soulmate, this is like finding your dream job. So you're really looking for your ideal career, and you're testing out employers, companies. Like Rick said earlier, we were talking about it, it's checking out the company culture, their values, what the company's vision is it aligned with you and what you want to create? And will you be doing something that, you know, is part of your life vision and purpose? So that's the analogy that we use for soulmate strategy number 2.
That's right.
It's like looking for your ideal career.
Perfect. Okay, so there are 3 steps for attracting your soulmate. And the first step is to be the chooser. So remain a free agent. Don't get involved. And continue to recreational date. So with step number 1, you continue dating for fun, but you've got the intention of attracting your soulmate.
Great. Okay, step number 2 is, like Rick just said, is to use the conscious dating filtering process, which is to scout, sort, screen and test. Okay, so to scout, scouting is making sure you scout in the right areas, and you can have a team scout for you as well. Sorting is done within a few minutes and just over a cup of coffee basically, and you can quickly sort people out. Screening is over a few more relaxed dates, just to start looking at seeing if you can hear if your requirements are going to be met. And then testing is for the people that are left in your selection basket, I suppose you could call it.
That's right, the contenders.
That's right, the ones that are up with a chance.
Yeah.
You start testing them to see if your requirements, so someone might say they're generous, so what you want to do is start looking at, are you experiencing that, or is it just something that they say?
Yeah, because regardless of the reasons they say it, a lot of the times people will tell you things that you want to hear, they think you want to hear. It may not be to try and trick you into something, it'd just be the way that they operate in life, is to tell people what they want to hear. So what Jo's saying, I guess, is that you want to see how the value that they espouse is actually showing up in how they behave. Okay,
now the other thing about testing is it's done in the medium term, and the purpose of it is to look at becoming an exclusive relationship and being able to disengage as soon as possible, as soon as you see any red flags.
The third step is to be different. Be one of the few conscious singles who are out to break the current trends in divorce and unhappy marriages, and children especially is, you know, one of the things we're passionate about is that kids will in the future get to grow up in healthy relationships, inside healthy relationships. So that's what we want you to join us in, that vision, and become somebody different, a conscious single. So there's an enormous influence from society or our culture to get involved with someone before either of you are ready. And it's one of the, we'll be going into it much more deeply in a later e-video, but it's a real trap. And stand up for yourself in the face of society's norms that you should only date one person, that you should be nice and avoid upsetting people. So what we're saying is, if as soon as you get a red flag, then end that relationship, because there's only misery down the road.
Yeah.
And you're actually really doing both of you a favour by adopting that strategy. So, be true to yourself, be selective, and take as much time as you need to.
Now, as Rick was basically alluding to, is one of the challenges of this kind of dating is that we can sometimes fall for someone and become exclusive really quickly because we're feeling that attraction. So it's really important that you stay in the scouting, sorting, screening and testing phase until someone is really showing up as being able to meet your requirements.
That's right.
Yeah.
The chemistry and the great feelings aren't an accurate barometer for a great relationship. It's a different kind of love.
And actually a lot of our clients have said that the person that they feel the strongest attraction to is actually the person that's probably the least likely soulmate.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. So you can, it's still good to have chemistry, but when it's really, really strong, often it's so that you will miss the red flags.
The characteristics of this dating strategy include, number one, your purpose. So your intention with this strategy is to attract your soulmate.
Okay, and the focus is a long-term relationship, so you're building a desired future together.
Great. And number three, you have screening criteria. Remember the 4 filtering techniques Joe spoke about? Your screening criteria here is your partner absolutely must meet your requirements.
And the next thing is seeking an exclusive relationship. So once you've been through all that and you're at the testing stage, that's when you're looking at having an exclusive relationship.
And another aspect is that, when your intention is to attract a soulmate, you will have set some boundaries beyond which you will not move in terms of your emotional boundaries, your physical boundaries, the amount of time you spend with someone, those kinds of boundaries. And you'll be gradually decreasing those boundaries as you are moving to a state of certainty. That's another aspect of it. Whereas in the other dating strategy, you simply do not shift those boundaries.
And number 6 is realising that it's a conscious choice, and you're choosing strategies and processes, and these are also communicated to the person that you're dating with so that they're clear where you're at and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So those are the characteristics of soulmate strategy number 2, attracting your soulmate.
Cool. Now, for this soulmate strategy to work, you must be very clear about who you are, what you want, what your life is for, and your life purpose and vision. And you must also be clear about your requirements, needs and wants. Now, I just want you to imagine, just close your eyes for a minute and imagine that you've been dating a few people and there's one person in particular who just seems to be meeting all your requirements, and you've suddenly come to the realisation that they actually do meet all your requirements, and you know how to create an ongoing, fulfilling and delicious relationship with that person. You've just had this realisation, and you look into this person's eyes and you say, yes. That's worth creating, isn't it? So there you have it. That's soulmate strategy number 2, attracting your soulmate. Now, at the end of that brief exercise I did with you, you may have had a quick thought, something like, yeah, right, that won't happen for me. Well, perfect. Our next Eclasse, we're going to tell you all about limiting beliefs, how to identify them, how to put them to rest and create new beliefs that will work for you. To discover how to implement these soulmate strategies, we invite you to join us at our upcoming 6-session teleseminar series, which begins on
The 11th of the 11th.
the 11th of November. That's
right. It's called our Get Ready for Love teleseminar series.
And in the course of the series, you'll be getting everything that we've discussed on these E-classes at a really deep level.
And heaps more, stuff that we haven't even covered because it's so full.
It's full of rich, interesting and really useful, like groundbreaking material that's going to revolutionise your love life.
And I mean, there's different things that you'll get. You'll get to be able to increase your self-esteem. That's a really key thing.
Your
Become
personal
the chooser.
confidence, your charisma.
Yep, you'll be really, really clear on what you want out of a relationship. And that takes, something to have a look at that. It's not something you can just write down a list. We actually will work with you on testing. And the other thing is we're throwing in, just for registering, you get this great these bonus gifts valued at over $800. That includes a whole lot of different stuff like a dating red flag checklist, which is really valuable.
You get ready for love manual,
Yep, which you can ongoingly use. That's something that's organic that you can keep adding to, and as you go through your journey.
David Steele's book, Conscious Dating.
Yep, absolutely. So click on the link below and you'll see that we've got this fast action bonus. So the first 27 people to register into our program will receive a one-on-one coaching session with Rick and or either Rick and I, not both of us, which is that's what we love doing, and that's where our clients get a lot of value from, is taking their learning to a whole new level. So we highly recommend that. If you'd love to do the teleseminar, get in quick so that you can be one of the first people to receive that one-on-one coaching.
Yep, invaluable.
All right, guys. Well, we look forward to speaking to you in our next Eclasse.
Yep.
Until then, have an awesome time, and remember to check out the link below.
That's right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.